Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I wanted to make a video showing you 5 of my favorite animal YouTube channels that I've subscribed to in the past, and hopefully you can enjoy them with me too. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys in on a little secret of why I haven't really posted in the past couple days. Alright, so first, I've actually been revamping the Dead Star page, as you can see here, and I know you haven't subscribed to it yet because I'm actually looking at the number and it says 1600. I know you guys have not gone over there and subscribed to it. So after this video, get on over there and subscribe to that channel because we're actually going to be posting a slew of new videos, and there are a couple videos that I'm just re-editing from my channel and putting them up there with some extra footage and stuff like that. But for the most part, there's going to be a lot of really new and exclusive footage on there. Since we got the rights back to posting our own stuff, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that, like I mentioned in my previous video about it. And hopefully you guys can enjoy that too. All right, and the second thing is something that it's very hard for me to talk about. Not really, but kind of, because it's a project that I've been working on for so many years and I've had nothing but problems launching it. I even took the time to make a playlist for it on my channel here, and over time, a lot of my videos were just getting flagged left and right. And there's a lot of people who were having a problem with the videos that were there. Plus I had music that was copywritten on there, and I wasn't able to really monetize those videos. So I figured if I wasn't making any money off of it, why am I gonna spend the time to really sit here and edit all this footage? But if you look right here, I've got all these tapes that I need to edit, and now that I have the ability to really take the time to edit them a little bit more, I wanted to go ahead and start posting some of those. It's not going to be my main focus, it's just going to be something I kind of do on the side when I have free time. But for the most part, this is going to be my main focus, is this channel, and I'm also going to be helping out with the Dead Star channel as well as the Hardcore Mayhem channel. But my priority is always going to be this channel, and the thing is that I figured once I get this all set up and the ball is rolling, it's going to be a lot easier to keep up with it from then on. I posted a channel intro there for basically people who have never heard about the project before. I wanted to make sure that they can kind of understand what's going on a little bit, so I'm going to be doing videos like these where I talk alongside the actual footage that I edit. I noticed that some of you got a little bit sneaky and went over here to my featured channels and saw that I had already put it up there, because I saw some of you guys were already watching that. But for those of you who didn't know that that was there, I did create that, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that, because there's a lot of really cool footage that, to be honest, I don't even remember what's on those tapes anymore. But I know there was a lot of really cool stuff and a lot of fun stuff that we got to do. So I want to be able to show it, and I just have to figure out the proper way to do it so that I'm not getting flagged, or so there's no copyright strikes on my videos or anything like that. One way or another, as long as I'm still here, I'm gonna make it happen, and we'll see what happens, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it too. And for those of you who are a little old-fashioned and really not into the crazy stuff that I'm gonna post there, just please don't go and visit that channel. I actually have a playlist here on my channel for those type of videos, but because they were getting flagged all the time, I had to stop. I didn't want to have my whole channel taken down, so I ended up actually just not editing those videos anymore. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and post the link to those 2 channels down in the description below. With that said, let's get into the fun stuff that you guys came here for. So the first channel that I wanted to show you guys was somebody that I follow online, is Critter Camp. And this is actually the channel here. And the cool thing is that a lot of people who ask me where they can find out more information about foxes and wolf dogs and all that, I always try to direct people over to the Facebook groups, because there's a few of them that I belong to where there are some other like-minded people who are really helpful to anyone who wants to learn anything about it. So feel free to just go on Facebook and look for like fennec fox groups or wolf dog groups or any other animal that you're into, and I bet you that there's going to be other like-minded people there who will help you with any questions you may have if you're still trying to learn about an animal. So as for Critter Camp, they have fennec foxes over there too, and a couple other species of animals, and I always enjoy whenever they post videos and pictures, because it's they have a sulcata tortoise video here. It looks like this video is a little bit old, about a year old, and I'm not sure if that sulcata is still there, but I used to actually have a few sulcatas. Let me see if I can find the picture. I don't even know if I still have it on here. Yes, I found it. All right, so when I was younger, I used to have all these different species of animals that I was rescuing from either the shops that I worked for or other places that I was helping rehome them, the story goes on. There was a lot of species of animals that I had that weren't really supposed to live together, but I figured if I set them up correctly that they would get along and they would all live together with no problems. And here's a picture of my bathtub, and there's a bearded dragon here, a bearded dragon here. This was a Euromastix, and then there's 2 sulcata tortoises here, and there's a frill dragon. And the funny thing is, we used to be able to put them all into the tub together, and they would make their messes in there instead of inside of their enclosures, and I would be able to just rinse it all out, clean it out, bleach it out, whatever, and it would keep their enclosures a lot cleaner. But yeah, I can see that my girlfriend at the time really didn't like that, because she enjoyed taking baths, and I always had reptiles in there hanging out. Here's another picture of the sulcata when it was a baby. Yeah, I used to sell these guys at my pet store too. They're actually really friendly and cool. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know how she takes care of all these animals, because I have a hard enough time taking care of the ones that I have. So more props to you. I did see in some of the videos that there's some like dirt on the floor and stuff, and I would assume that you have like an animal room where they can just make a mess. But if they don't, and you ever need help cleaning, let me know. I'll come over there and help you. I know how hard it is to keep just a few animals, let alone that many, so more props to you. So I was always wondering, if you're watching this video, do you adopt these animals out, or do you actually keep them for the rest of their lives because they can't be rehomed? I'm just curious how that all works, because I've done both, so I'm just curious as to how you do it over there, and if you have people who actually come in and volunteer, because I've had a lot of people on my channel who ask where they can volunteer and how they can help and get into learning how to work with these animals. So it would be really cool if some of the people who own sanctuaries and rescues out there, feel free to leave a comment below and tell me how people can help out, because that way you get free help and people get to learn about working with these animals, and maybe they'll see that it's really not an animal they want to live with, because they don't understand how much work really goes into it. And I can tell, especially from the species that you have, that it's you've got your hand full over there, so more props to you. All right, so the next person that I watch, I know you guys have probably seen before too, because he's always on the top trending, and that's Coyote Peterson from Brave Wilderness, I believe. Yeah, I saw him on Conan the other night, and I was cracking up laughing because he was putting a vinegaroon. For those of you guys who don't know what a vinegaroon is, these guys are nice and creepy, but yeah, he was on the trending the other day too for the Conan thing, but he was putting one of these on Jeff Goldblum and on Conan, as well as a bird-eating spider, which for those of you who don't know what those are like one of the largest tarantulas. Yeah, so these guys are freaking massive. And he did put one of these on Conan's hand, and I was kind of confused as to how he got away with that, because the ones that I used to have at my shop were mean as hell, and they would bite down on anything. But yeah, see, they're mean, man. I don't know, I guess people are breeding them nicer now, or maybe that one's just held a lot, but I never really hold my tarantulas, and I've always kept them as like an art piece that's in a tank that you keep all nice and pretty and everything else, but it's like an art piece that's alive. That's the way I've seen most of the bugs that I've kept. When it comes down to putting them on someone else, I always get scared, because anything with a mouth can bite, so I can only imagine how frightened they were to see a spider that big just like freaking out on them. But yeah, his channel is really cool. If you guys haven't seen it before, definitely check it out. He does a lot of really cool stuff. Like lately he did the bullet ant bites and tarantula hawk bites and all this stuff to kind of give you an idea of how bad it is to get bit by some of these animals. The only thing I was really confused as to when I first started watching his channel was whether or not he was just a YouTube channel or if he had a show on TV, because I don't actually have cable. I just watch all my stuff on the internet these days and on Netflix, so I didn't know if he had like a TV show and these were outcuts from the show, or if this was the show. Either way, I know it's funded by another corporation. It's not something he does on his own, but they do a really good job of showing you a lot of different species and teaching you about them. So if you like animals, that's definitely another channel to check out if you haven't already. Oh yeah, so my third one that I enjoy watching, for those of you who enjoy aquariums and fish keeping out there, the King of DIY. So he's another one of my favorites here on YouTube, because He doesn't just keep fish and teach you about them, but he also teaches you how to do a lot of do-it-yourself projects. So if you want to build a new filter for your aquarium, or if you want to learn how to do water changes, or if you want to learn how to have live plants in your aquarium, he shows you the ins and outs of everything. And he's probably one of the most detailed people when it comes to showing you detailed tutorials about taking care of animals. So if you're into fish and aquarium stuff, definitely go check him out. And I really like the way he says a boot. Another channel you guys should check out is this one. He's actually been following my channel for a while, and he's got like pretty much like a low content wolf dog. And I believe he's actually partially or related to Luna. I'm not sure. You can leave a comment below and you can let them know, because I always forget how he's like somehow related or came from the same breeder or something of the sort. He's got some really cool videos of his dogs on here too, and he's got a really awesome German Shepherd, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. They're adorable. He does a lot of hiking videos with them and feeding videos as well. So if you're interested in seeing more of those, definitely go check that out. It would be awesome if Luna and his dog could meet one day, because I know that they could put up with her BS. Very rarely do I find dogs that can put up with her BS, but I bet his dogs can do just fine with that. Dude, he's beautiful, man. Alright, and the other channel I wanted to show you guys was Lucy the Fennec Fox. So this is actually Scout's girlfriend, and I'm hoping that Scout can go meet her one day too. I know he's getting to be an old man and Lucy's really young, but I bet they would have fun playing together. But she's all the way up north and I'm kind of too far away, but maybe one day we can take a trip out there and they can meet each other. So she just started her channel, so definitely go easy on her. I know a lot of people have given me so much crap when it comes to videos of Luna in a kennel. People don't understand crate training and they freak out in the comments about it. So in this one here, Lucy the Fennec Fox is actually playing around with a toy and harassing the dogs while they're in the kennel, just kind of like the video I did, except Scout was trying to pick on Luna in a bad way. He wasn't like being friendly and playful like that. But she can actually let her dogs out with the Fennec Fox. I've seen them running around together. Unfortunately, Luna wants to go eat everything that's smaller than her, so it's very difficult to keep her around him, so they stay at separate places. Yeah, go check out Lucy the Fennec Fox too and give her channel a chance. She's only got 146 subscribers, so I'm sure you guys will probably be entertained by some of her videos as well if you really like Fennec Foxes, and hopefully one day we can get them to meet each other. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. I just wanted to kind of share some of the other channels that I'm watching too. I know you guys really like animal channels, and it's come to a point where I've made my feed kind of just all animals. I'm just so sick of seeing everybody posting how miserable they are and how broke they are, and it's just nice to be able to open up my web browser and go to my channels or anything that I have subscribers on, and I can watch, you know, cute videos and not have to stress out so much about everything else that's going on every day. All right, guys, so there's one last thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and that's, I really wanted to do an episode where I show the differences between a low content wolf dog, a mid content, and high content, but I've kind of always been afraid to do something on this subject because people get really upset when you start talking about that. So the whole thing with phenotyping is it's kind of like a guessing game for a lot of people, and those who are experienced are really good at it, but a lot of people have a hard time admitting that they own a dog that may not be a wolf dog, which is really sad because it's actually better for you to admit that you don't have a wolf dog over saying that you do have one, because there's a lot more troubles that come with owning one. When these dog breeds get debunked as being a wolf dog, people get really upset because they spent the money and went to a breeder that they thought was reputable to purchase a dog of the right content, and then they end up getting a dog that's just a husky or a Malamute or a German Shepherd mix between the both or all three, and it's very hard for most people who have never worked with them before to be able to even tell. I wanted to do a video on this subject, and I really hope I can do it justice, because I know there's a lot of people who are going to be upset if I don't. It's a controversial topic. I did want to talk about it. I think it'll help people understand a little bit better whether or not they're getting ripped off when they go to a breeder or meet somebody who has one, because there's so many breeds that look just like wolf dogs, and it's very hard to tell the difference unless you've been around them long enough. So leave a like and a comment below if you think I should do the video on that, and maybe I'll shoot that tomorrow or some other time during this week. So that's that for today. Let's see where we take all this. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.